Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cover the Spread for Friday, April 25th, 2025. As always, thanks for tuning in. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe. And also give us a thumbs up while you're subscribing. Helps us out a ton. Greatly appreciated. And then, hey, let us know what you think about these three picks that we're going over into today's NBA playoff action. As always, we got some NBA rolling. We love it. Looking forward to the weekend slate of things going too. So, as always, we'll get to the cappers, see how they're doing, and then we'll get right to Friday's action to kick off the weekend. Let's kick it on over to Al to get us started this time. How you doing, Al?
Doing all right. Coming off tough loss here with the Warriors. It's unfortunate. I liked all three dogs that day, and unfortunately, the one I ended up sharing on the show was the Warriors, and yeah, they fell short in that one. Good game by the Rockets to tie the series up, and looks like they're in for another fun series there. So should be another good one.
Definitely looking like a good series they're going to be. We'll see how that one rolls going forward. Yeah, got me with the Heat in the first half the last time out in that one. They got the full game cover, but not in the first half. Cavs came out in that second quarter and laid one on the Heat there. They just slowly picked away, and we got the backdoor cover in that one. Full game, but we had the first half, so loss for me as well. Looking for a bounce back. Kicking it over to Ramon. How you doing on the Friday night, Ramon?
Hey, real good, Rod. It's going to be a great sports weekend here of playoff action. I had a little bit of a winning streak here to start the week, uncover the spread. I'm going to keep it going here on Friday night.
Definitely keep us going is what you've been doing. Carrying the team, as they say, has been Ramon. Good job there. Let's continue to roll. Bounce back for me and Al here on this one. First game we're looking at here on Friday's slate is we got the Boston Celtics taking on the Orlando Magic. And this line moved a little bit come down a little bit. We got Boston laying 4.5 here in this one. Total 197. This is Al's game, so we'll kick it on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Celtics or Magic Friday night?
Yeah, we're going to look at the injury report real quick, obviously, and not so new news. Jason Tatum still doubtful for game 3. But in newer news, you got Drew Holiday now that's recently hit the injury report, and which explained that line move there, and could keep coming down if once he's confirmed. If he sits this one out again, I expect it to jump back up if he plays. Now, I'm not exactly sure how serious his injury is. It sounds like a little hamstring sprain, so looking like a 50-50 right now. And whether he plays or not, I still think the Celtics are the better team here, and I just think we're getting a better number if he sits out. You could look at them early if you don't want to lay more than one possession. I think you probably getting them going to get laying about half a point or lay the about minus 115 in the first quarter, somewhere around there. I'm guessing. Still don't see that line yet, but full game 4.5 right now. I think the Celtics are the right side. Magic might put up a bit of a better fight at home, you'd expect. But if you look at their numbers on the season, just 4-8-1 against the spread as home dogs this season. And I don't think they're getting enough points here against what's still a very talented, very good Celtics team. That's not just about their superstars. They're a very deep team, a very good team with some great role players. And they still got Jaylen Brown. They got star power there and some good role players around him. So I like the Celtics to get the job done, laying the 4.5 here full game.
Kicking on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Celtics or Magic on Friday night?
Yeah, that's big news with Tatum. If he does miss another game, man, it's got to be a pretty bad injury here at this point. Hopefully, he can get better. I think Boston will be able to get out of this series, but I'm going to go back to the under here, despite what happened last game with it sneaking over there. The first game was 189 points. Celtics scored just 103 without Tatum in this lineup. They average under 110. That still sounds high, but against this Magic defense, right? We're talking about two of the best defenses certainly in the league here, and Magic's pace of play as well. They're capable of slowing Boston, I believe, here. Yes, great performances from Brown, certainly, but these two at the pace, 48 possessions or fewer here in 48 minutes for sure. So I've just got to take the under here again in this one at 197.5. Orlando ranks, near the bottom in points scored for sure. I don't think the loser's going to get 100 for sure. The winner might barely make it to 100 in this one. So give me the under here, 197.5, Boston or Orlando on Friday night.
I'm with you. Give me the under in this one as well. You look at Boston on the road this season with the Southeast Division, 10-0 to that under on the road with the Southeast Division this season. And then also the Celtics, when they fail to cover a game, they bounce back with a big defensive effort, 16-4 to the under following a failed cover are the Celtics. And as you alluded to, Ramon, hey, this Magic can play some solid defense as well. So I'm with you. Take the under here in this one. All right, that wraps up the first game we're looking at. Head on over to the next one. We got rolling along. We got the Indiana Pacers taking on the Bucks. We're looking at this. It's Bucks down to a 5-point favorite at home in this one. Was a 5.5. We'll come down a little bit. Total was at 230 up to 231 here in this one. And I like some offense between these two squads. We see both these teams definitely scoring points. The Pacers in their first two playoff games hitting 50% field goal shooting, which is equating to about 120 points a game. Over their last 5, you can see hitting about 47% field goal shooting, scoring about 119 a game. And even if you want to take that out on the road, still hitting 48% of their field goal shots and scoring about 117 points a game. And you look at what the Bucks have been doing defensively. Yeah, at home they're a little better defensively, but still giving up a good 113 points a game. But over this playoff run, we haven't seen a whole lot of great defense. They're still allowing the Pacers in those first two games to score 50.3 field goal shooting and giving up 120 points a game. When you look what the Bucks do offensively, their offense hasn't looked so good, but they've been awful from behind the arc. I think it's got to improve here at home, because their numbers at home all season long, they've been hitting 49.5% of their field goal shots and scoring about 118 points a game. So with those numbers, this total is on the rise, open 229.5 up to 231. I expect a higher scoring game like we've seen in plenty of these in Milwaukee. Defense optional. Give me the over 231 now that it's popped up to. I think you can take it all the way up to 235. Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Pacers or Bucks Friday night?
Now, I'm willing to try the Bucks here to turn the tables on the Pacers in game number 3. Obviously, it's a must-win situation. You don't want to fall behind 3-0. We know that. So, look, Bucks were fine against the spread at home during the regular season, 23-18. I think these teams are still relatively closely rated here. I mean, obviously, the Bucks, wasn't able to get that, home court edge here, but now the Lillard back in the lineup, I like what I saw there. So I think with him and with Antetokounmpo being able to maybe help the defensive adjustments a little bit, Rod. I know what you're saying, because both games went well over here, but Pacers with those road struggles, I do expect some regression here a little bit from Indiana. And I think the Bucks bench with Beverly, Beasley, they can maybe get a upper hand on these reserves. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bucks here in this one over the Pacers on Friday night and lay the 5 points.
Sounds good. Leaning with you to the Bucks. And on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Bucks or Pacers Friday night?
Yeah, I agree. The Bucks really have to show up here with, as you mentioned, Damian Lillard back in the lineup. They're back home here. They really don't want to go down 3-0. I mean, obviously that's nobody does, but this is a spot. You look at them on paper, they should be able to, no disrespect to the Pacers that have looked great so far in the series, but the Bucks do match up with them pretty well, and they should be able to make this a bit of a series at least make it somewhat respectable. And I think they get the job done here as well. As long as it's under 6, I'm on the Bucks. Even look at them maybe first quarter as well. But again, just don't want to be laying too many over 6 here. But we're seeing 5.5, 5. I like the Bucks here.
That wraps up our second game on the tonight's card. So brings us to the last game on the slate. We got the Lakers taking on the Timberwolves. Hey, this is game number 3. We see the Timberwolves laying 3 in this one, total 206.5. This is Ramon's game, so I'll let Ramon kick us off here in this one. Lakers or Timberwolves on Friday night.
Yeah, Rod, for sure, right? The Timberwolves with that home court edge now after that game 1 win. So pressure might be on the Lakers here a little bit. And Minnesota pretty fine at home this season. I think that they will have a little bit of an advantage here inside as well. I expect, look, Edwards wasn't terrific in game 1, so I think he'll have a pretty strong game. He looked okay, I thought, in the loss as well there. So I think LA's collapse there a little bit in game 1 kind of showed their vulnerability here, maybe even in this series. So look, Lakers were great on the road. I don't know if it really translates on the road here necessarily. Going to have Luka dominate, it feels like, here, if they're going to be able to hang in this one. So I'm going to have to take the Timberwolves here in this one, Rod. I think physical, maybe low-scoring game, actually, and Minnesota is able to maybe pull away late in this one, get that win and cover. I got to take the Wolves here, lay 3 points against the Lakers on Friday night.
Kicking on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one, Al? Lakers or Timberwolves here on Friday night?
Yeah, tough one for me, this one, honestly. I mean, I've been on the Timberwolves so far this season. This series, sorry. But again, not sure the value's there at home anymore. Laying 3 or less, I think I'd be on the Timberwolves, though. And yeah, still a tough one for me, though. Again, the total is pretty low. We've seen some low-scoring games so far, but yeah, I might stay away from that total. And I would lean, as of right now, to the Timberwolves getting the job done, covering the spread.
And for me in this one, I'm going to take the over here in this one. Just as you alluded to, I think it is a low total. And you look what the Lakers do offensively, they actually shoot better out on the road than what they do at home this year. They're scoring more points on the road than what they have at home. If you look at their numbers in home games for the Lakers, out on the road, they're hitting 48% of the shots and scoring about 112. Defensively, they play definitely better at home than what they do on the road, giving up about 114 points a game. Well, Minnesota home scoring 115. So these comes the numbers. I think both teams can score into the hundreds. Lakers scoring about 105 over their last 5 games and giving up about 103. So even defensively, you look at what the Timberwolves do at home, giving up 46% of their shots, giving up 108. So I think at 205, where this is at, it was at 206. It's come down to 205. So less wood to chop. I like the over. I think we get into the 210s in this one offensively. Give me the over. That wraps up the 3 games we got going on this Friday slate. Let's get a sweep. We need a sweep. Let's get it. I feel good about our picks here tonight. I think we got ourselves a nice kickstart to the weekend. As always, let us know what you think about these 3 plays we got going here tonight in the playoff action. Let us know what you pick. See if you're equal with us, you're going to fade us. Let us know in the comment section below. We're happy to answer you, and we're glad that you make those comments. We love hearing your opinion on these games. Just before we head out, we'll do a quick little recap. First game we looked at was Boston taking on the Magic. This is Al's game, and he says take the Celtics. Nice value here, not having to lay a whole boatload of points with the Celtics, even with their question marks, injuries wide. I think they got enough depth to get the Magic in that one. Next one we looked at, we got the Bucks and the Pacers. Game I'm looking at, I like the over. I think we see offenses shine in Milwaukee in that one. Plenty of points. Take the over in that matchup. And then the last one we looked at, we got the Lakers heading into Minnesota, home of the Timberwolves. Timberwolves laying 3. Ramon's game, he says the Timberwolves get the job done for us there in that one at home on Friday night. Take the Timberwolves later 3 points. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have yourself a wonderful Friday night, everybody. And as always, what are we doing here? Cover the spread.